A lowly creature like her dares touch my crystal glass. Omar Alfred sneered in Arabic, making the dinner table erupt in laughter. Certain the American waitress understood nothing. Sarah Collins bowed her head, trembling as she set down the wine. But seconds later, she lifted her gaze and replied in flawless Arabic. The crystal glass does not lower the one who holds it. It only reflects the dignity of the one who drinks from it. The entire hall froze. Sarah stood under golden chandeliers in the six-star Dubai hotel, her plain black uniform fading into marble walls. She was 25, brown hair tied back, a faint scar above her eyebrow. Her quiet beauty was unpolished, like a river-smoothed pebble. Raised wealthy but adopted by a linguistics professor, she carried herself with restraint most mistook for weakness. This wasn't her usual shift, covering last minute while her mom battled cancer back in Ohio. Medical bills swallowed every dollar. Her feet ached, shoulders tight from heavy trays. The private dining hall felt like a lion's den, thick with cologne and condescension. Omar sat at the table's head, silk suit gleaming, presence commanding. 50, broad-shouldered, with sharp eyes and sharper tongue. His daughter Ela, 22, sat beside him, dark eyes scanning the room. The table was wealth and ego, a crooked politician, slick media mogul, cruel socialite Clara. Before Omar's words cut through, Sarah's phone buzzed. Insurance denied Mom's treatment again. We're out of options. Her breath caught, knuckles whitening. She'd been fighting for months. The news was a punch she couldn't dodge. Did she make that herself? Looks like discount bin, sneered a guest, pointing at her apron. The table snickered. Maybe she's saving for something better. Good luck on waitress pay. Laughter swelled cruelly. Clara leaned forward, voice sweet but venomous. Letting someone like her serve us is already a blessing. The table roared. Sarah's hands shook, pouring water, betraying her nerves. She caught Isla's gaze. Isla wasn't laughing. Omar's Arabic cut like a blade. Look at her fumbling like she's lost in a street market. The politician chuckled. Probably just here for tips. The mogul snorted. Tips in that outfit? Lucky we let her in. Insults grew personal, biting deeper. Does she even speak English properly? Clara's voice carried. I bet she's from some dead-end town. Look at her shoes, thrift store specials. Sarah paused, straightening, her eyes locked onto Omar's. The room didn't notice, but Isla did. Sarah's voice was calm, her Arabic crystal clear. The crystal glass does not lower the one who holds it. It only reflects the dignity of the one who drinks from it. The words landed like thunder. Laughter died. Omar's smirk vanished, face paling. A VIP gasped. She understands Arabic. Isla smiled, eyes sparkling. Omar recovered, switching to English. She probably memorized tourist phrases. Clara jumped in. Exactly, just mimicry, like a parrot. The politician nodded. Let's not get carried away. She's still just the help. If you really know it, prove it, Omar challenged. A woman in gold tapped her fork. Recite something impressive, or are you just a one-trick pony? Sarah looked at Omar, face calm, eyes sharp. She recited Al-Mutanabi, voice soft but carrying centuries' weight, each syllable perfect, rhythm alive with history. A scholar nearly dropped his fork. Extraordinary. Only someone who lived in the Arab world, studied deeply, could speak like that. Isla leaned forward, whispering, Baba, she got every word right. A bearded man sneered, pretty words for a waitress. Bet she learned it for tourists. Sarah's silence was a wall they couldn't break. Omar wasn't done. Poetry's easy. What do you know about finance? The mogul asked a complex question about commerce tariffs in Arabic. Sarah didn't hesitate, delivering detailed analysis with precise data. The politician clapped slowly. That's not just fluency, that's expertise. Omar's voice cut through, bitter. A servant's still a servant. Language doesn't change your place. Clara laughed cruelly. She's just tonight's entertainment. Sarah's lips curved slightly, not a smile, but something sharper. She spoke in Arabic, deep and resonant. Yes, I was a servant, but I was also student of Professor Youssef Al-Hassan. language advisor to the government. The politician nearly knocked over his glass, standing with trembling voice. I knew the professor. He only took the best. If she studied with him, she's exceptional. Sarah reached into her apron, pulling out an old envelope with royal seal. She read aloud, full honorary scholarship granted to Sarah Collins, signed by Omar Alfared. The room gasped collectively. Omar's face went white, hands trembling. Years ago, he'd signed that scholarship and forgotten her. Sarah looked straight into his eyes. You forget many, but we never forget you. Isla stood, throwing arms around Sarah. I'm so sorry, she whispered, shoulders shaking. Applause started slowly, then roared. Guests stood, faces mixing shock and admiration. Omar sat frozen, world crumbling. By morning, the story went viral. Comments flooded in. She shut him down with pure class. Who is this woman? Omar got what he deserved. The mogul lost sponsorships. Clara's invitations dried up. The politicians' campaign ads were pulled. A week later, a reporter approached Sarah. Your story inspired so many. How did it feel to stand up to them? Sarah leaned against the counter, smiling faintly. It felt like telling the truth. She turned back to work, leaving the reporter speechless. Omar faced the worst, fired by his board, reputation in tatters. Ela visited with a notebook of handwritten apologies. Sarah slipped it in her pocket without reading, eyes soft. Years ago in Cairo, her adoptive father, Professor Al-Hassan, taught her by candlelight. Words are power, Sarah. Use them wisely. She'd been a kid then, soaking up every lesson. She carried that now in her scuffed shoes, plain uniform, unyielding strength. Sarah's life didn't change much on the surface. Still double shifts, still sending money home. But something was different. The way she carried herself was stronger, surer. She'd always known who she was. Now they couldn't look away. A young girl approached with a crumpled drawing, a woman standing tall, surrounded by falling stars. I saw you on the internet. You're so brave. Sarah knelt down, voice quiet but warm. Thank you. Folding the drawing carefully. You've been there, haven't you? Felt that sting when someone judges you for who they think you are. You've held your ground with quiet strength that said more than words. Sarah's story is yours too, about standing tall, letting truth speak when the world tries to silence you.